So you'll see on the screen, you don't get to withdraw anything. Okay, there's some wording in page 18, letter A at the top. When an applicant expressly withdraws, the applicant gets to expressly withdraw. So Diane has applied for this operating loan for her business, and she reaches out to me and says, you know what? Never mind. Bad idea. Not going to go there. She withdrew the application. Hey, I heard from her. You have to hear from the applicant. You don't get to withdraw anything expressly when the applicant expressly withdraws. What happens though is Diane applies, and we've got this thing that's sitting in my loan pipeline, and I don't hear from her. Okay, if you imagine a game of tennis, okay, that's how I explain the application process a lot. I'll try it with you folks too. So the applicant initiates the game, right? So Diane's got the ball on a tennis racket and on her side of the court, and she hits the ball over the net to me, and it says application on it. Okay, so ball in my court. Okay, I'm on the clock, just like we talked earlier today, and I've got some responsibilities here. It's my responsibility to keep the game going, keep things moving forward. So I have to let Diane know what I need. And so I hit the ball back over the net to her, and I say, Diane, thanks for applying, okay, for your operating loan or whatever it is. And I say, here's the things we're going to need to move forward. So ball back in her court. What happens often is I make this request. I'm the lender requesting what's needed to keep the game moving forward. I hit the ball back over the net to Diane, and Diane is never seen or heard from again. She doesn't answer her text. She doesn't reply to her emails, doesn't answer her phone, just stops responding. And so she took the ball and went home. What do we do with those? Well, most lenders, what they'll do, real world, is they'll pick up their pen and they'll go to the loan file and they'll write down WD or withdrawn or something to that effect. Lenders, you don't get to withdraw anything because the applicant ceases to communicate with you. Okay? We have to go back, and our options when somebody stops communicating are to send a notice of incompleteness, which you have to do by day 30 anyway. So if she takes the ball and goes home and I don't hear from her by day 30, notice of incompleteness is one option. The other option is I deny the request. I don't get to mark down withdrawn. Now, let's change up the game just a little bit. I hit the ball over the net to Diane, and that says what I need to keep the game moving forward, W-2, tax return, pay stub, something like that. And Diane sees it and hits the ball back over the net and writes down withdrawn on it. Okay, now she's not going to write withdrawn on a ball, but she's going to say, hey, you know what? Never mind. Not going to, you know what? We're going to do something else. Go in a different direction. What has Diane done? She's expressly withdrawn the application. I heard from her. You have to hear from them, folks. You don't get to withdraw anything. Applicants get to withdraw.